This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all the good information. I appreciate y'all for coming to the video. Appreciate all the support and love. Appreciate everything y'all do for the 2A community. Appreciate the ones that been sticking with me through the good and the bad. I appreciate that. I appreciate the one that's getting on board. The number one goal over here is to uphold the Constitution, people, and defend the Second Amendment. That is the ultimate prize over here. There is no other prize. There is no fame, no glory over here. I'm just the average citizen and stuff, and I'm just trying to make a little difference, one small step at a time. And with y'all support, the 2A community, we can get it done. It's going to take everybody. None of your politicians, your president, none of your superstars, none of your celebrities can do it alone. If they could, they would have been undone it by now, but they can't. So it's going to take everybody, all the citizens. So with that said, we're going to talk about the threat to our Second Amendment and stuff. And, when it comes to threat to the Second Amendment, it comes in many forms, many ways, people. We have talked about a lot of stuff. And, but one thing I want to express to you that, we have our farm manufacturers, our ammo manufacturers and stuff. There's lawsuits. People filing lawsuits all the time to come after farm manufacturers and stuff. And so we're going to talk about it's a Smith & Wesson lawsuit out there. Some of you probably heard, some of you probably haven't, where, you have people who filed a lawsuit against Smith & Wesson for that California synagogue in 2019 shooting incident. So, so now they're coming after Smith & Wesson and everything. And so we're going to get into it. We're going to read and try to get everybody up to pace and everything and get you to see, what exactly is going on, what we're talking about. So let's get into it. Let's get you up to speed with some of this information. So, farm manufacturer Smith & Wesson brand, Inc. negligently marketed the AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle that was used in the 2019 shooting in California synagogue. Victims and survivors claim in the lawsuit. The company illegally designed and marketed its M&P 15 Sport 2 rifle to appeal to dangerous class would-be shooters, including falsely associating the product with the U.S. military and law enforcement, according to the complaint filed in California State Court in San Diego. Smith & Wesson deceptively marketed its military-style assault rifle in a way that attracted impulsive young men with military complexes who were particularly likely to be attracted to the unique ability of the AR-15 style weapon, according to complaint. So I got everybody up to speed what's going on with the Smith & Wesson lawsuit and everything. But, I want to note that, I know a lot of you remember this Remington Arms lawsuit. You remember the Sandy Hook situation. Now, it was a lawsuit filed against Remington Arms. Now, in that case, Remington Arms argued that, there was a federal law enacted in 2005 to block firearm manufacturers from lawsuits and everything. But you had Connecticut top courts which proceeded with the case. Now, Remington Arms filed an appeal and, for the Supreme Court. And guess what? Once again, the Supreme Court declined to hear Remington Arms case. Like I said before, there's nothing new with the Supreme Court declining when it comes to the Second Amendment and hearing, the 2A community and everything. So, they done this in the past. So it's not a shock what they did when, they pretty much declined to hear the 10 2A cases that we was talking about, this week and everything. But, with that said, when it comes to any farm manufacturer, ammunition, all these cases and stuff that I've been going over and stuff, there's a huge threat to our retailers and stuff out there, especially when it comes to the 2A community and stuff like that. When it comes to the Second Amendment, there's going to be people that's going to come after these manufacturers and, and stuff like that. Now, I want to note that, behind all these lawsuits, you have one person who's funding the gun organizations and stuff out there, the anti-gun organizations. And you know who it is? Bloomberg. His group behind this Smith & Wesson lawsuit, and everything. So they're pushing that and everything. They're pushing that agenda. And, when it comes to, I don't care what you buy, I'm talking about it's the person that should be held accountable, not the manufacturer. We have a lot of things that people use to hurt people all the time. You have cars, you have knives, you have hammers, you have tools, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of things that people are using to hurt people. And, my whole thing is that, can you open a Pandora box with this situation? I'm talking about because you have states who are pretty much filed lawsuits against firearm manufacturers. And in this Smith & Wesson lawsuit, they also filed a lawsuit against the gun shop that sold the firearm to this person who did this. So, like I said before, there is no end to the agenda, people. No end. They're coming after every crack that they can find to come after when it comes to firearms in this country. Your Second Amendment. There's always a threat to something dealing with your Second Amendment, dealing with your freedom in this country to protect yourself. And during all the situation that we have been through, them threats are still out there. That's why I say you have to have the energy, people. You have to have the energy. Now, in this lawsuit with Smith & Wesson, they're saying that Smith & Wesson pretty much, marketed as a military-style rifle for law enforcement, all this kind of stuff. I'm talking about, when you look at some of these firearm manufacturers, they sell firearms to military, they sell it to law enforcement, they sell it to the civilians and stuff in this country, the citizens in this country and stuff. I'm talking about, it's been marketed. But you have a lot of other accessories and tools that's not even a firearm that's been marketed to law enforcement, been marketed to military. You have, backpacks, you have belts, boots, shoes. I can name a whole bunch of stuff that's being marketed to everything, everybody, military, law enforcement, civilian, citizen, everybody. A lot of stuff being marketed. So, we don't need to open this Pandora box just to a certain retailers or certain, and stuff like that, because, we can go real deep into the crevices and destroy a lot of companies in this country. So, this is very serious, because we can start an avalanche of destroying manufacturers in this country, and especially destroying when it comes to your Second Amendment and destroying the gun shops, gun manufacturers and stuff, the retailers. There's so many retailers out there that support the 2A community. That's why we must support them. But they also need to support us too. There's manufacturers who have, went behind gun owners' back. And, some of them, try to, make that good, in the long run or whatever, from their mistakes and everything. But we have to stick together in the 2A community. Manufacturers, the citizens and stuff like that. Because their whole goal is to break us apart, to separate us. And once they do that, it's kind of hard to fight for your Second Amendment. That is the whole goal with this agenda when it comes to the anti-gun people. I told you, they have a long-term strategy. A long-term strategy. That's why I keep telling people, I come out here every single day, you have to keep the fight in you. So, just want to talk about that a little bit. This is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.